coming out of Survivor Series. Big Show is the champ. It looks like maybe they're going to start trying to get behind him, but as you said, maybe it's a bit of a struggle at this point. And at some point, it comes to be that The Rock is going to be in line for the title at WrestleMania. And you write, I called Hunter aside on November 29th in Los Angeles and told him my plans. His eyes lit up. Together we planned and plotted and pulled Vince aside to tell him about our big idea, and he shot it down. I honestly don't remember why or what even was said, but I do remember feeling the agony of defeat as I left the office. I like the idea of you pitching this and then getting shot down, and then somehow you're going to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Talk me through this process. And the reason this fascinates me more than anything is we hear in more recent years when Vince was there as a regular contributor on a day-to-day part or a day-to-day role, it's hard for guys to even get FaceTime, but it feels like you guys have just a different relationship in that era, or is it just your personal relationship, and maybe that still exists with different talent today?
I think Vince still does have close relationships with a handful of the top guys. I mean, I tried to reach out to Vince over the holidays, and his number had changed. But there are people who've seen him. I think Cena had seen him, and this is before any of us knew he's going to be back in the mix. I think Undertaker had seen him, so his phone was always open for those type of people. I remember Kevin Dunn saying, like, Vince wants you to call him. He said he's got that relationship with Rock and Steve and Undertaker and guys that he thinks helped make this company. He doesn't have that with you. I was like, really? And that surprised me.
Yeah.
And so I texted him. I said, do you want to talk? And we had a nice talk. And then I was back in the fold. I don't remember exactly the angle I pitched to Vince.
You were pitching Hunter and you at the Rumble.
Yeah, and then I think while you're saying that, it must have been a case where we were shot down, and then he came up to us at that house show, and he accepted that idea. Probably put a couple twists on it.
Do you think Vince just loved what you had done with Rock and felt like that should be the swan song still?
I think it really had to do with needing to bridge that gap between Steve's injury and Mania, clearly knowing that Rock was going to be, a major part of Mania. But I think they needed something to bridge that gap, and maybe he didn't want to go with me and Rock for that reason, because we had such great history together.